Hello everyone. My name is Nick Legrand, and I'm the co-creator of BedLedge, along with my wife Bree Legrand. Bree and I have been physical therapists for the last 8 years, with the last 5 spent in the home health environment. Working in home care, we see a variety of patients, whether it's post-stroke, long-term neurological disease, general debility and weakness due to old age. But one of the things that we run into over and over again is individuals having difficulty safely and efficiently lifting their legs into bed. So our goal was to give individuals their freedom of mobility back so they don't have to make that difficult choice between their safety and their independence. Why this is a big deal: every year in the US, there'll be 36 million falls, with a disproportionate amount of those falls happening at bedside. Not only that, but the 65 and older population is set to double by 2040, with many of those individuals living alone. So this is a growing problem. The current devices on the market are either unsafe, they're difficult to use, or they're too expensive. Most often, we see the loop style leg lifter, which requires coordination and balance to loop the loop around your foot and upper body strength to drag the foot up into bed. Really ineffective. We see these things all the time, and they're rarely used because they're so difficult to use. A step stool, again, we see this a lot, requires lower body strength to step up onto the device, balance to turn and sit. Not to mention, every time that individual gets out of bed now, especially in a low light environment, that's going to be a tripping hazard and a huge fall risk, especially for folks who are using a walker or a cane, really big hazard. And then we think about aid services, which might be safe, but it's sacrificing that independence and it's expensive. The median for an aid in Delaware is $28 an hour. So even if you're using a person at night, which a lot of our folks have to, it's really costly and adds up quickly. Our solution is the BedLedge. It's the first leave-in-place device that allows a user to go from sitting to lying down in bed through incremental movement. So as you can see, it's a series of ascending platforms arranged flush along the side of the bed and secured between the mattress and the box spring. Some key features: it's a low profile design, so it's not going to be a tripping hazard. It's a one-time installation, so it's not something you're going to have to adjust. You're not going to have to take it out and put it back in again every time you use it. And it requires very little balance and strength for use. So to demonstrate some of these features, this is Jean. This is my 97-year-old grandmother. So as you can see, Jean starts by sitting on the edge of the bed. She's going to bring her first foot to the lowest step. She's going to then bring her second foot up, and she's going to progress up until she can reach the top of the mattress. So in Jean's case, she doesn't have to use all 3 steps. She's strong enough, but they're there if she needed them. And what's really important to know about this didn't take a lot of coaching. This was 2 times and she had it down pat. So it's really intuitive for use, really easy to teach. And you can see she doesn't have to look at the device. So in a low light environment, in the middle of the night, or for folks who have poor vision, it's still going to be incredibly easy to use. Currently, we make every BedLedge by hand. Takes over an hour in time and labor, over $35 in materials. We're trying to move towards an injection molding process. So with an initial investment of $80,000 in our molds, we'll be able to drop that price down to $9 to $12 per unit. Injection molding is also going to help us kind of move to meet demand and be flexible to meet demand as we scale. And it's helping us make a more uniform product. It's really hard to create uniformity when you're making something by hand, and we want the safest and the best product for our consumer. Injection molding is what's going to give us that. When we think about our go-to-market, so our initial target demographic is that aging-in-place population, 65 and older. This is largely going to be a direct-to-consumer push. As we build credibility and we have a toehold in the realm, we're going to move into post-surgical. So we think about there's over 500,000 lumbar surgeries done in the US every year, 500,000 total hip replacements done in the US every year. And those individuals are going to be discharged home with specific precautions on how to safely get in and out of bed from their surgeon. BedLedge not only complies with this, it makes it easier and safer. So it's increasing safety and decreasing pain. And then from there, we're transitioning to traditional medical facilities. So your hospitals, your assisted living facilities, and your skilled nursing facilities. We want to make it easier for staff helping patients in and out of bed and make it easier for patients, so it's good all around. Key milestones. So we finished our beta testing last year with a variety of patients, including post-stroke, age-related debility, post-surgical, and a 25-bed assisted living facility. So that informed a lot of our iterations as we kind of went through the process of creating the device. With the help of Akron University, we secured a trademark. With the help of the Villanova Law School, we actually submitted our non-provisional patent. And we found out 3 weeks ago that it was approved. So we have our non-provisional patent in place, which we're really excited about. And we received the Delaware Edge Grant at the end of 2023. So we're really moving into that production phase. And we're hoping to create a production run of 500 units by the end of this year. So that's really where we're at. So we're BedLedge, and we're helping you reclaim your independence.